What is up, guys? Nick here with Prolific Sports Lab, and I'm super excited and super proud to, announce and host this first episode of the Just Keep Digging podcast. And I got my main man here, a guy that I wouldn't want to have anybody else on this first episode than my guy Arvis Lawson from Fanit. Arvis, how we doing?
What's up, brother, man? It's a pleasure to be here and to kick it off, kick your first official Just Keep Digging show off, man. I'm super pumped and excited, bro. You know I love the journey.
Of course. So, for those that don't know, Arvis, founder of Fanit, we've done work together. We kind of he helped kick off our very first prolific interviews, our first prolific videos, helping inspire so much of this journey. So it really means a lot to have him on this first one. For those
Definitely,
that don't know,
definitely, man. It's a pleasure to take this journey with you, bro.
so Arvis, kind of kick us off. Like, tell us a little bit about yourself. Where you're from, and then also let the people know about Fanit and all the great work that you're doing there.
Okay, so I was born Arvis Lawson out of Miami, Florida. Um, I, I grew up. I don't like to really um like claim certain areas because every area has something to me.
Hmm.
I moved around a lot, which actually is kind of like the basis of Fanit. Like it's a family environment. So as a kid, that's pretty much what I did. I moved around a lot. I was always talented in football. So anything or anytime or anywhere I wanted to get a football going, so I used to just walk throughout the streets of Miami and
Hmm.
meet people, not knowing how far it was gonna take me in life. You know what I mean? Not understanding like the that I was already networking at a young age. You know what I mean? Like not understanding the power of networking, of not just being fearless at the end of
Hmm.
the day. So that's kind of the backbone of how Fanit, or the foundation of what Fanit is pretty much just family and neighbors and proven talent. You know what I mean? Like we
Yeah.
all need each other at the end of the day. Like we're nothing without good people. Relatives is something that we can't fix that. We can't help what families we were born into. What we can do is create our own families, and family is the most important thing.
Yep.
Family doesn't have to do it with anything such as a bloodline, because family members can also be dangerous to you. So
Hmm.
well, relatives can be dangerous to you. Family take care of each other. So that's the basis of it all, is making sure that we get out here and take care of the future, which
Hmm.
is the youth. Uplift their spirits, give them something to look forward to, give them somebody they can look forward to. Uh, just be there for them when their parents can't, because that's all it really is just being there and capturing moments that their parents wish they could capture. You know what I mean? That people wish they could capture. We being that beacon of hope. I mean, we there with them all day, every day. So why not?
Yeah. And for a lot of the kids, fill in that role that they may not have at home. That essential figure that kids do look up to, and that they need that little bit of guiding light in their life.
Definitely. So that's our job as adults. Our job as adults is to give the experiences that we've been through to the future. The future is the youth. You
Hmm.
know what I mean? Like they walking around blindly. So like we always like to point the finger at them, but we gotta look ourselves in the mirror too, instead of just talking about what type of solutions are we gonna create to break those types of barriers. And that's what you and I are doing, you know what I mean? Like just reaching the youth. We're meeting them at where they
Hmm.
are, and expanding their mind to see that it's not about race, it's not about ethnicity, it's not about anything other than what we have to do. Like you were saying, so you just got to keep digging at the end of the day and find your way. And
Yep.
once you find your footing, just like when you started, once you find your footing, now you just got to keep it going.
Yep.
Consistency, man, dedication, man, intent. Be intentional and be
Hmm.
a good person. Like just continuously be good people. That's the
Yep.
message always. Love rules. Everybody chase money, but love is the key to you. If you lead with love, everything else is just gonna be a magnet. You know what I mean? It's gonna be attracted to you because you're the magnet.
It's sustainable too.
Exactly. It's currency. It's current. It
Yep.
flows.
Yep. Definitely. And what you know for the people that don't know, you've had such an incredible impact on your community, on the kids throughout Miami. What what made you want to give back to the kids? I know you touched upon,
So
kind of leading the way and
yeah.
helping them avoid the pitfalls that we may have experienced, as adults and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So the turning point for me was like growing up in poverty, like that's really all you have. Like I said, the basis of it all is love because
Mhm.
other people will get off when they go to trips, vacation. I know you can contest to it. Me, you talk, you got vacation homes, like you
Yeah,
get the experience. So
definitely.
coming from poverty, you don't have those types of things. Like your vacation home is, I mean, your getaway is your auntie that stay in Carol City, which is 15 minutes away. You
Yeah.
know, like that's what a vacation that was wealth to us. You know what I mean? It wasn't anything like anything. All we had was each other,
Mhm.
but we made it. You know what I mean? Like we took wrong turns at times because we didn't know. Again, we didn't have the guidance that everybody else. We didn't have the luxury of messing up. You know what I mean? Everybody else can mess up because finances get you out of a lot of trouble. We
Yeah.
don't have the luxury to mess up, and it's easy for us to mess up, especially when people see us as threats. So when I messed up, when I took my false step, when I was
Mhm.
incarcerated, I figured, you know what, I wanted to do more. I wanted to be more, and I figured, what the better way to do it than through what I love, which is sports. But then, because if I could capture the minds, I could capture the hearts. If I capture the hearts, I could capture the future, and I could push them in the right direction. And that's the whole basis of it. Is just being something to them that I wish I was, which I wish somebody was to me.
Mhm. Definitely. And how have you seen talk about kind of, going to where the kids are, what kind of ripple effect have you seen? Like what kind of progress have you seen
Oh,
throughout your community through
I,
this? 'Cause
so I mean, there's one. We the muscle. I'm just put it like
yeah,
this.
you're pushing it forward. You're
Yeah,
pressing the issue.
we the muscle. So our kids, they're like people don't give them the credit that they deserve. I do. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Like how intelligent they are now. And I listen to them and they talk to me. Like I say, like, and because of that, we have less and less like kids. Well, at least the Fanit kids don't return because they got the mindset for it.
Yes.
You know what I mean? We had the first year of 25 kids we helped. This year we did like 80. You know what I mean? Like creating games and putting them in situations and really speaking up for them and like teaching them. Like one thing I like we like I love to do is teach. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? Like so when they go out to the world, give them tools, give them scenarios. So everything that I had went through in my life put me in a position and to give them something that they can look forward to now. You know what I'm saying? Like my experiences are not their experiences. So when they get into certain situation, when they go off to school, they see exactly what I'm talking about. And they'll call me when they get in, you know what I mean, in certain
Yeah.
situations because they remember what I taught them. You
Mhm.
know what I mean? But now they just want to make sure that they about to make the best decision. And
Mhm.
then when they do mess up, you're right there to catch them at the end of the day. As a parent, should be.
Yeah.
Like I consider myself like big brother. You know what I mean? Like everybody tell their big brother everything, especially if they cool. And I
Definitely.
consider myself pretty goddamn dope.
Pretty fucking cool dude, honestly.
Yeah, bullshit.
100%.
Appreciate that, bro.
And obviously, I mean, and just like from an outside looking in perspective as well, like I feel like you're equipping the kids to have an impact on the kids around them as well.
Agreed. So
Th-
it's the pay it forward method. So
Yes.
this is what the thing that I tell my kids. So I always let them know like you can't like it's not amount of money that you can get of me. Only
Mhm.
thing I ask that you return the same thing, the same energy that I'm giving you. I need you to give it to somebody that's less fortunate.
Yeah.
So my college kids come back and mentor my high school kids, mentor my middle school kids, and then
Mhm.
we're gonna work towards elementary as well. But for the most part, that's the whole thing. Like I'm the head, I'm at top, and then
Yep.
it creates a domino effect.
Mhm.
Actions speak louder than the words. Too many people talk, I show through it. So it's easy for them to do it because they saw me do it. So because they see me do it, it's easy for them to turn up too. Be like, okay, man, big brother doing his thing and he's
Mhm.
showing us how to do his thing, so we could do the same thing. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And like I say, it's all about perspective. So you giving them a different outlook on life, a different perspective.
Yep.
Like, damn, I can still do this. So as you know, Nick, I wear the chains and the Jordans and all that, but I
Mhm.
wear Fanit all the time. And then
Yes.
I put them on my stuff as well.
Yep.
And they be like, why you be fly? Why you just wear our stuff? Because I tell them they more priceless than Gucci.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
And it's real about and when you think about it, it's real because the shirts that I wear are rare. You can't. These one on ones.
Exactly. And you're repping. You're repping at them at the end of the day. On your literally on your chest.
Exactly across
Literally
my
on your
chest.
chest.
Don't
Yeah.
tell me I can't tell them I'm for them, and then I can't step in their name. You
Mhm.
know what I mean? Where I'm at, like the energy is always the same. And like coming up to Iona, like
Yep.
kids fall in love because no matter, it's universal. Love is
It's
love, bro. Love
yep.
is love.
It's
Like
literally universal.
it's universal, bro. It doesn't have a language. It
Mhm.
doesn't have an ethnicity. It doesn't have a barrier on it. Like
Mhm.
it's something. It's an action that you feel, and then you just go with it. You know what I mean? And if you trust it enough, like shit, everything else will fall right in place. As you can see,
Leads you
look
the
at
right
you.
way.
Like I remember you just being this big ass kid down in Miami from New York with no business being here, but your drive and I saw the love that you had for prolific. So
Mhm.
because you had because you had with prolific, or because you had for prolific,
Mhm.
it made me love you and what you
Yeah.
had. You know what I'm saying?
And I mean, Arvis, I remember when you first came up to the booth, like we hit it off right away. I saw your videos right before you even started. I feel like before we even got started, you saw my energy, I saw your energy, and that like it's true. The energy doesn't lie, and I think that's an important note for people to know is, trust yourself and once you feel that energy, you're gonna get a good sense of whether it's gonna work or whether it's not gonna work.
You just gotta go with it. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
one thing in this world, man, it's hard to be like something. It's hard to be fake for too long. So,
Definitely.
so what you have to do is you got to hit your horse to your wagon to a winning horse. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like because you got to be what you want to be around. You got to be you got to be the standard, but you got to set the standard.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Like you got to teach people how to treat you. You got to know how you want to be treated, and then once you have all that figured out, then you just go for it. Whatever happens, gonna happen. But it's no losses. It's all lessons.
Uh,
You don't know until you know.
say that again. Wait. Say that again, real quick. What was
It,
that part?
it
It's
ain't no
not. It's
loss.
not losses. It's
It's lessons.
there. You
No
go.
such no losses is lessons. Because guess what? Like I said, you don't know until you know. You
Yes.
didn't know you was gonna be doing a podcast until you did a podcast. You didn't know you were gonna start prolific until you started prolific. You didn't know you
Didn't
was
know.
gonna be. You understand? You had to just do it.
Yes.
Not
And
look
just,
at us.
and just literally from the top of the East Coast to the bottom of the Southeast.
And and gaining ground.
Literally closing that Arvis very soon. Closing that gap in between.
Yeah, yeah.
Literally.
It's all coming together. We're gonna be international because of the drive and energy. Like the love that you put into it is always gonna set you up for the win, bro. And,
Hmm.
and it's no real time. You know what I mean? Like nobody put that time frame on your success. What
Hmm.
you deem successful. Like you right now, you successful right now just by doing this right here
Yeah.
because you doing this yesterday.
No. It's
So
it's one it's one step closer,
there
and
you
one step
go.
closer, and just
I'm
and
happy that, like I said before, brother. I'm so happy to be a part of the journey. You know what I mean? Because I get to brag and be like, look at my guy. That's
yeah.
what it's, man. You get around people that want to be like, yo, look at that guy. Look at my guy.
Yes, you're big, yeah, fans.
You actually
Not fans, but supporters. You know,
support us, like,
it
admire us, inspire us. You're
yes.
inspiring. People like to be inspired. So you're going to be an inspirer. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
You could be an admirer and inspirer. You was admired by my hustle.
Absolutely.
Now you're inspiring people because you was admired by something you saw.
Yep.
Let
And
me
then
reach
that's
out
the
to this
ripple.
dude. Let me reach out to this dude, man. Let me see if he going. And guess what? People like me, like, there's a lot of people like me. They
Mhm.
see cats that want to take a chance on themselves, man, and they're gonna go for it. And that's who you hook. That's who you hook your wagon up to.
Yes. Yeah, yeah. Well,
Just that's it.
yeah, and you surround yourself with people that are striving for similar things, similar goals, heading in a similar direction.
What's your bottom line? You
Just
feel me?
yeah.
Always figure out if they bottom line lines up with yours, and then go from there.
Mhm. And just keep pressing until you
You
get
heard-
there.
It's real.
Literally.
That's real, man. I'm so proud of you, bro, man. Again, man, like you're just scratching the surface of everything that you're gonna become, man. Because You the Big Mac man. You the Big Mac man in the NYC. They got the Big Apple. You the Big
Yes,
Mac
sir.
man.
Up
You stay
north, and then
paving your own way, bro. You know what I mean? You're not riding the wave of anybody else. People gonna ride your wave, and that's fine. You just keep on putting them on, bro. You keep on being amazing.
thank you, bro. I appreciate that.
Just keep digging.
Digging. That's it, bro. That's it. And literally, it's no, Arvis, and you're an inspiration. I can't tell you enough about how much you've helped me along my journey. And you're like, I mean, I've never met somebody with so much energy. Your energy just fills the room, and it's in fact like it brings everybody in.
Thank you, bro.
It's like cosmic, literally.
Bro, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I'm just doing my job, bro. And so are you.
Yeah,
I tell you, you 6 foot, you're 6 foot full of muscle, man. People would like to see that, man. Like
yeah.
let that shine bright, little brother.
You're
Like you
right.
become your own light.
You're
You know
right.
what I mean? I just as much energy and power I got, you have it as well. We are the same. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? And you finding your stride. Look what you're doing right now. So I
little by
appreciate
little.
y'all appreciate you admiring me, but just as well I admire you as well, bro. Like
Thank
your risk, the risk that you take, bro, and the situations that you put yourself in, bro, your trusting and your loving of the process, bro, actually, inspires me. Like, yo, here's a white kid from New York in
you.
the
Mhm.
hood, but everything he doing is love. So and he
Yeah,
trusts what I'm telling him. So you are doing things, you're breaking barriers, bro, that people are afraid to break. So you're just as important as me. So
mhm.
it's important to just for us to continue to just push each other because we're the cornerstone of what's right and not wrong.
Yes, absolutely. And we're bringing everybody together.
Yeah, of course.
It's forcing the
Because
issue,
it's
forcing the
community.
conversation.
It's a community at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Like I met your family, man. Your family is my family now. My
Mhm.
family is your family now. Like they love
Absolutely.
you, and
A
I love them. So that's the thing that we got to continue to do. Like we got to continue to network and build up each other's companies, but
Mhm.
also each other's communities. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yes.
you've invested down here. You've been down here. I've been up there. Like that's investment into our communities, no matter where we come from. Because all we gotta do is show these kids something different. Show
Yes.
them that we can work together. Don't talk about the shit because that's what's going on. Too many people talking about it, and
Everybody.
people making moving their goddamn feet. Ain't enough people digging, man.
Yeah.
But we can't complain about that. We gonna keep bringing our people into the forefront. You
Mhm.
keep doing your thing up there and cross the
Yep.
nation. And I'm gonna keep doing my thing. We gonna keep bringing them together like we always do.
Yes. Absolutely. And then that's how we start that wave. That's how we push things forward.
Tsunami,
Yes, literally. Action takers, a tsunami of
exactly,
action takers,
and positivity.
and positive and love.
There you go.
Love.
We
Like,
gonna we gonna wipe everything out with that, man. Just create a
yeah.
whole world.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? A world filled with humans.
Yes.
You know
I,
what I mean? Cause that's what happens. People go to call it like you already know. I call you my little brother.
yes.
So people go to call putting labels and creating stereotypical things when none of that matters, yo. Like at all, bro. Like at the end of the day, man, I care about who care about me, and you care about me, and I care about you.
Absolutely. And Arvis, it's incredible how much people try to divide, but how much everyone has in similar, how much everyone has these similar experiences, these
Yep.
similar thoughts,
Yeah.
these similar wants, these goals,
Yeah.
these needs. And that's what people have to see. And I think between you and I feel like we're doing a good job of
You're doing
showing
amazing.
that.
Kid, you're doing amazing, kid. I told you, ever since I met you, I thought you was 30 something years old. You know what I mean? But not because of the way you look, but because how you carry yourself. You know what I'm saying? More so than the way that you look. Yeah, you got a huge physique, but at the same time, it's the way that you move.
Mhm.
So when people meet you and they hear what you're doing, they'll never think that you was a 22-year-old kid. You know what I mean? Like you're a kid. So what my platform deals with what? Kids, you're still a youth.
Yeah.
So me attaching myself to you, Frank from the crib, y'all still kids to me. So
Yeah.
my job is to make sure that y'all get the experience that I'm getting early so y'all won't have to struggle and deal with the things that I had to go through. Because just because you white don't make it simpler. If you don't know what you know, they ain't gonna open the door for you. So
Yes.
what? So you need somebody to open the door for you. So I felt the need to open the door for somebody that wanted more. You
Mhm.
know what I mean? Because I know that you would do the same thing, and you are. Now you went from by yourself, figuring it out. Now you got a team. Now
Hmm.
you locked in Iona. You at like you doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing. All
Yeah.
it took was somebody else to see it in you, and I'm happy to be that brother for you.
Arvis, more than you even know, honestly. Like the push, if I'm being honest, the push that I needed at the
Yeah.
right time that I needed it,
Hey
honestly.
man. Hey, we
Like
don't miss, man. The universe don't miss. God don't miss, man. I'm happy, bro. Every time you call me, I get excited, even when I don't want to pick up the phone because it's going.
I know, and
I'm
I'm calling a
call
lot.
you back.
I know I'm calling a lot, honestly.
No, no,
I'm
hey, no,
blowing up your
hey,
phone
no, no. But
sometimes.
hey, one thing I'm always do is what? Call you back
Mhm.
or
A
send
hundred
you a text message.
every time,
Yeah,
and yeah. But no, that was that was meant to be, and I'm so
yep.
happy it did happen. And and uh, to kind of like wrap things up and kind of to cap things off, Arvis,
Mhm.
for kids that may not know necessarily where they're going or what they want, but they want to improve the quality of their life. They want to strive for more. What would you tell those kids?
So the thing that I would tell them is find somebody that's doing better than them, and not in the sense of finances, but like okay, so I used to have anger issues. So the people
Mhm,
I hung around with were calmer than me. Why?
mhm,
Because if I fly off the handle, then they could calm me down. You know what I mean? Also, be critical of yourself more than people are critical of you. You know what I
mhm,
mean? You got to see your own faults before somebody else can. Be
yep,
accountable. Always hold yourself accountable. When you
mhm,
hold yourself accountable, you're able to see the signs. One of the things that I always say is you can't drive on the street without paying attention to the signs. So why do it with your life?
yep,
Pay attention to the signs. Find you some good people to be around. Find you some mentors. Find you some resources. Reach out to me or Fanit.
mhm,
And I can see who I could connect you with. But there's a lot of good people out here that are looking to do good. But you have to open your mouth. Closed mouth don't get fed. Don't
yeah,
just open your mouth when it's about negativity or bullshit.
or
Open your mouth.
complaining.
Yes, the complaints don't get you anywhere. Excuses don't get you anywhere. You have to just put the work in and just go for it, execute it.
Mhm,
And you know what I mean. And you go reach a part of the stars, you'll fall amongst the moon.
yep,
You know what I mean. So just go. Like don't be afraid to fall because understand you're gonna land on something amazing no matter what. And then the next time you take flight, you take a flight for the moon.
mhm,
Take a flight from the moon, and now you can reach the stars a whole bit
yeah,
faster. See how that works?
yeah. It's
Just
just
keep
one step
digging.
at a time.
One step, but hey man, a house is worked on. It's not tried. People use the word try. Trying is a fair effort. Work on yeah. Work on. Just work.
Yes.
Keep putting the work in, and keep put the building blocks is the people around you.
Mhm,
Keep putting all the right pieces. I just one of my kids just left from over here, and I was telling them like it's like a puzzle.
mhm,
Sometimes we gotta pay attention to the puzzle. It's a million piece puzzle. That's our life is a puzzle. Sometimes pieces seem like they fit, but they don't. You know what I mean?
yep,
You get the puzzles of a 10,000 piece puzzle as a sky,
mhm.
but yeah, everything look like the sky, but it got to be the right piece in order to get the
At the
picture.
right time too.
You feel me?
At the right time, because
So
it's got.
always keep putting the pieces together.
Mhm. And also, I feel like it's also important to like take stock of the pieces you have as well.
Agreed.
You know?
You water them. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you create, you water it, and then you watch it blossom. Now when it start growing, go water something else. See
Yep.
what happens is sometimes too many people just like I told. In fact, let's just talk about you for a second.
Mhm.
When I met you, I thought you had a great product. I thought you had created something
Yep.
amazing. I know you created something amazing, but what I said, you're ahead of your time. So that doesn't mean stop. You know what I mean? It just mean pivot. You know what I mean? Make a
Yes.
move. I mean, you know what I mean? Like be who you are because it's not the product. It's you that
Mhm.
makes everything move. So all you gotta do is just see who you are. Let me shadow you. You know what I mean? Let me critique you, and you
Yeah.
did that. And now look at you, kid. You fucking well-oiled machine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
We're
and
running.
that's all. That's what I'm talking about. You find people who attach yourself to people, as you can contest to exactly what it look like you want to do. Then you start, you add your wrinkle to it. Like
Yes.
you like we look familiar, but you don't do what I do, and I don't do what you do. You know what I'm saying? But we get the job done. That's all
Yes.
that matters.
Yep. Absolutely. And I feel like reflection plays a big role in that as well. Being able to analyze if you're able to analyze your flaws, you're able then to find those pieces to put around you
You
to
could tell, you know what your weakness is. So that's
mhm.
all you do. Like too many people. So the way I focus on my weakness is I put somebody that's stronger than me that's in my weakness.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like
And you're
I
covered.
put yeah, exactly. So now I can keep working on my strength, doing
Yeah.
stuff like this, networking, dealing with the kids. Because people don't like to deal with the kids. I do. I
Yeah.
love dealing with the kids. I don't like dealing with grown people. So
Yeah.
I let other grown people deal with other grown
Yeah,
people.
yeah.
So I don't want to.
You leave it to somebody else.
There you go.
Yeah.
Everything works out. So you got to know yourself, and be true to yourself and stick with that, and then just run it. You know what I'm saying? Like honestly, just go for it, and like and be patient. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Definitely.
don't and then be cognitive to the point where like you don't allow people to put their fears on you. You know what I mean? Just
Mhm.
cause shit ain't work for them, there ain't no meaning it ain't gonna work for you.
Yeah.
Like so, your path and your story ain't the same as theirs. You putting 100%, they probably was putting 75.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So you can't never compare yourself to anyone. Just get the job done.
Mhm. And I feel like timelines come into that as well, you know? Can't rush a process, can't
You
and
know,
and
so
and as I'm sure you know, Arvis, like, it never happens when you expect it to happen. It always
no.
happens on its own time when it's ready.
You
We
just
always
because it's gonna happen when you're ready.
Yeah.
So because you're preparing yourself for the gift. Like
Yeah.
like one thing you have to do is ask for the gift and then prepare for it. What does that mean? Well, you start putting things in place. You start hanging around certain people. You start
Habits.
receive. You
Building
like
those
you
habits.
start doing all the things that you deserve to get to that place because it's not gonna happen to you if you're stuck in a place where it doesn't belong. You
Mhm.
gotta get to it. So that means you
Yeah.
gotta build up to it. Like at one point, I ain't have no money. Then I became 100 now. Then I'm
Yep.
1,000 now. Now we working on 1,000,000. That like you
Yes,
just
sir.
gotta level up. When you're 1,000 now, you gotta start hanging with millionaires. When you
Yep.
millionaire, you gotta start hanging with billionaires. You when
Yep.
billionaire, you gotta start hanging with fucking rocket scientists
We're
and some shit.
fucking
I don't know.
trillionaires.
Yeah, like I don't know too many
Yeah.
of them. But just you be the first one.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
now you go set a trend. Like,
Mhm.
okay, I done caught up with them. You know what I'm saying? But maybe because you could do it your way. Like it's no particular way to do it. All you gotta do is your way and stick to that. And those core quality values, like I always say, love.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Dedication, man.
Mhm.
Consistency.
Consistency.
And like those things, man. Those three core values will take you so far.
Yep.
Like and just and focus. You gotta remain focused. Like, cause sometimes you're gonna get sidetracked because it's life.
Yeah, yeah.
Shit happens.
It happens.
But so what? You gotta get your ass back focused. You can't dwell in moments.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? You know, such thing as what dwelling. Because if you dwell, you get caught up in a situation where now you back chasing.
Yep.
And one thing it's hard to do is catch up. Like I'd rather stay ahead. Always be the person that's important.
Yep. And
Be the,
prepping.
but doing the things that need to be done. Small stuff that equal up to the big stuff. Less is more. Remember that.
Yes.
Less people, less confusion. You
Yep.
know what I
Less
mean?
headaches.
Less. There you go. There
Seriously.
you see where we going.
I
Less
know
is
you
more.
know. Lot less headaches. Literally.
Yeah, bro.
And Arbs, what like what's next for Fanit? What any big things coming up that you kind of want to shout out
Um,
or
we have a few community events coming along, but then one of the most major things is the app is on the way. You know what I mean? So that's exciting right there, man. That's
long
the
time in
one.
the making?
And you're the first person to break this. How about that?
Yeah. That's all. It's been a lot, and for the people that don't know, it's been a long time coming.
It's been a
Seriously,
long time
it's been a
coming.
long
Just
time coming.
but it's timing. You know what I mean? Like everything is timing, and like a lot of things have fell in place. Like a lot of puzzle pieces have fell in place that fit now. You know what I mean? Some pieces look like they fit, but they didn't. But
Yep.
now we got pieces that really fit. We got the right energy around, and it's just about continuously building. You know what I mean? Continuously growing, continuously networking, continuously meeting dope brothers like yourself.
Mhm.
And that's what we're gonna do. We gonna keep network. We got middle school wrestling coming up. We step into the wrestling arena.
Shout out Brownsville, right?
Shout out
Shout out
Brownsville, man.
Brownsville wrestling.
Shout out Brownsville, my guys, man.
Yep.
They just won, my guys. They won the overall team. They came in third place, which is awesome because they had that's the first year they ever had wrestling. But
Yep.
my big dogs, man, all my big dogs came in first place, so they dominated. Josh
As
them.
they should.
As they should, you feel me?
Mhm.
So it's been a lot of amazing things, man. The kids, man, we building a platform for kids. You know what I mean? I'm gonna touch on bases off camera with that with you, but we
Yeah.
got a lot of things in the works, man. Like everything is geared towards just building a better future. You know what I mean? Creating a millions of me's. Like I want a lot
Yeah,
of
yeah.
better me's. You know what I mean? I
Yeah,
pray like
hell of a model.
I'm a dope motherfucker. So
You
I just
dope
want
dude.
dope. Yeah, I want doper motherfuckers than me. So I can't go wrong like that.
Yeah. Literally. And that's how you scale it. That's how you make change,
That's how you.
dude.
Like
Seriously.
you wanna outwork me, then show me. Yeah,
Yeah.
I got because what I do is take care of these kids. So
Mhm.
I'm impressed by any person that's gonna outwork me when it comes to that. I challenge anybody when it comes to these kids. You know
Put
what I
him to
mean?
shame.
Yeah, put them. Show me.
Yep.
So, like I don't want to talk. Just show me.
Yeah.
So we gonna keep on putting in the work, man. You know what I mean? Keep putting our kids on display. Shout out
Mhm.
to my guys from Iona Prep, man.
Yep.
And Hayes, man. Hayes
Yeah,
too. So
Hayes.
shout out to
Gotta
Hayes.
gotta shout out Scent too.
Yeah, hey man. You holla at my Miami guys love you, man. I love my guys from Hayes, man.
Mhm. Maybe a collab in the future. Maybe
But yeah, we
maybe a
working on
little New
something.
York, Florida football.
Yeah, we working on it, man. Coach Spag, shout out to Coach Spag, them as well. Coach Drew now, Coach Smith is now at UM, so that's
Mhm.
dope.
That's
So,
awesome.
but at the same time, I talked to some athletic directors. I think that'll be dope, man. So we got to work on that.
Yep. Well, that's that Fanit prolific connection right there. That's literally taking the field.
You heard me? Let's keep it popping, man.
So, Arvis, absolute pleasure. There's not another person I'd rather kind of break things off for the Just Keep Digging podcast than you. And as always, love you, brother. And we're gonna be
Man,
chopping it up. And we got a link real soon. Hoping to be down in Miami soon. We got a link.
man, you know my home, mi casa, su casa.
At Tua as well. For you
Love,
also.
love you, man.
Love you too, yo. I'll catch you. Have a great night.
Yo.
See ya.